know what sucks about that movie? Like, the whole thing's gonna suck. But do you want to know what like really hurts about that movie?
What?
So they got Ewan McGregor to play Black Mask, and he's probably gonna do an exceptional job. But like, it just looks so bad.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Let's talk about it right now. This is the movie podcast. Fuck it.
And now for something completely different.
The Birds of Prey trailer was garbage. I don't know why it's called that. I don't know why it's called Birds of Prey if it's all about Harley Quinn. Apparently Huntress and Black Canary are in the movie, like they should be because they're part of Birds of Prey. Couldn't tell you who's playing them because the trailer was all focused around Harley Quinn. Ewan McGregor is playing Black Mask. He's a great actor. I'm sure he's going to do an exceptional job. No one's going to see that fucking movie.
Can I just say one thing?
Sure.
And welcome to Cinematic Relief. I am Lightning and this is Thunder. He asked me not to,
That's
but
me.
I gave him a solid 30 seconds to do the intro, and he refused, so here we are.
No, now I'm okay with it. I want it because it just, you didn't see the trailer, did you?
No, but now that you talked about it, I'm going to go see it. I
It's
didn't
ju-
mean to steal your thunder, no pun intended. but, we're having fun.
We have fun on this podcast.
So you do something on this podcast I didn't realize you do. You put the title, you put the poster of what we're talking about on the screen only after it's been said.
Yeah, funny you mentioned that. I forgot to do it last episode.
On Between Two Ferns?
Yeah.
I thought I noticed that. That's okay.
Is that what you were going to talk about?
No.
Oh,
I was
okay.
just going to say Disenchantment. Here we are.
Well, you don't want to talk about Birds of Prey anymore? Ow.
Oh, you all right?
Yeah,
It's not
sorry.
You
I've had a pain in my neck for a couple weeks. I don't know why, and it just like
it's a full
spiked.
contact sport doing these podcasts. It's not easy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
believe
so
it
we
or
watched
not,
Disenchantment Season 2.
that's what this podcast is about. Believe
Right.
it or not.
That's what the title says. That's what the poster is. So first and foremost, did you like it?
I did like it. I liked it a lot.
I did too.
You warned me about something, and I'm glad you did.
Yes, the fucking intro.
Yeah.
Every episode, the intro is different, and it's like 3 or 4 panels of still images, and they're all spoilers
Yeah.
for the episode you're about to watch.
And so what I do is I just skip the intro. I'd still get like 1 or 2 of the spoilers. I try not to pay attention, but
yeah. For some reason, this is the only show that Netflix is like, nah, you should watch the intro, mate. And it's like the only one I don't want to on.
Yeah.
Like fucking, I want to watch the Stranger Things intro every single time, but they're like, no.
No, you don't need
You don't need this. It's like one of the best intros that's ever been written for Netflix, but you don't need it. Fuck Daredevil. I liked it. I will say, and you were talking about this beforehand because you were trying to remember how it ended.
Yeah.
You said you remembered the beginning a lot more. Did it feel like to you that the first three episodes of season 2 felt like they should have been in season 1?
Now that you say that, I could definitely see that being the case. It
Like,
felt like they
at the-
ended a storyline and began one in the same season.
Yeah, it really feels like they had a story to tell, but they were only allowed 10 episodes, so they were like, well
Right, exactly.
because like the Queen taking her in season 1 was a good cliffhanger, and like Elfo being dead or whatever. But like I thought that was going to be the whole season, and then it wasn't. And then it was 3 episodes, and then the storyline was wrapped up, and the divorce happened, and Elfo came back to life, and all that stuff happened.
Right.
And then the last 7 episodes were like weirdly not story driven. They were kind of just like every other cartoon where it's like a slice of life, like, what's the joke for this episode gonna be?
Right.
Like in this one, all the elves get poisoned from dirty water, But like there wasn't really much like plot development until the last couple episodes, which is weird to say because it's a comedy, but like, and it is funny, but I don't know if you agree with this. I don't watch this show to laugh. I watch this show
To watch the story.
to be, like entertained. Sorry, I'm getting a call
That's
from
okay.
a telemarketer.
I mean, I like The Simpsons. I like Futurama. I like Disenchantment. I like his style of comedy, and it's very unique. I wouldn't say it's my favorite, But I do think he's funny. I do watch his shows for the storylines, though. He writes some great storylines.
Yeah.
Futurama might be one of my favorite shows of all time. And part of that is due to the fact that it kind of does what you're talking about. Some shows are just dumb, doesn't drive the story along. Then they'll have arcs, like 4-episode arcs of like, and now a lot of plot.
Right.
And now this is how life is. And
Kids shows
you know.
are starting to do that a lot more. Like
Yeah.
with Adventure Time and Steven Universe. How it's just like 6 episodes of
nothing.
a fart joke and then like 3 episodes of like what did happen to Steven's mom.
Yeah. Well, there's only little things as far as plot, like ongoing plot goes. Like
most of the character and plot development was with Eric Andre's character.
yeah, honestly, and the
Like
dad.
I don't know. I just thought the first 3 episodes were so good, and then they kind of like whittled. You know?
Okay, I liked it through and through.
No, I liked it for sure. I think I would have liked it more if it was more story driven, like season 1 was.
Okay.
It just like, but they just wrapped up so much stuff. It was literally like they get a divorce. The old queen is dead. Elfo is alive. All the elves are allowed back in Wonderland. Demon guy had his demon transformation thing.
Yeah.
And credits. Oh nope, there's more episodes.
Yeah.
Because obviously there is. Because that was just 3 episodes. It's the opposite problem that Marvel shows have. Because Marvel shows are 13 episodes, and they really only need to be about 10 per season. Like Jessica Jones season 1, I love Jessica Jones. I like season 2 more. But and season 3 was okay. But season 1 kind of ends, and then they just keep going, and it's just like, well, clearly they didn't have a 13-episode story, but they did have a 13-episode like,
contract or
yeah. This seems like the opposite. This seems like whoever wrote arc 1 of this show was like, it can't fit in 10 episodes, and then whoever's in charge was just like, then finish it next time, and they did.
Yeah. And then they made more.
That being said, way back when the show first came out, it was renewed for a season 3. So we're already
Oh, really?
yeah.
Okay.
It said they showed it was like a brief trailer, which clearly there was like no content ready. It was just an announcement trailer.
Yeah.
And it was like season 2 2019, season 3 2020.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So we're definitely getting more. So that's exciting.
Yeah.
But no, it was good. And like I said, there's not really like a joke or a situation that stood out to me because I don't really like
watch Matt Groening stuff. Is that what you're gonna say?
No, well, that's true. But I was just gonna say I don't really watch this show to laugh. I just like the story of it. Like I will laugh when it's funny, and it is funny. I'm not saying it's not funny. It is definitely funny.
There was one joke I really liked it. The king says, "Bite my shiny metal axe." Do you know what that's in reference to?
Oh, I didn't even pick up on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's the same voice actor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As Bender from Futurama.
Yeah.
Whose catchphrase is "Bite my shiny metal ass."
do you want to know what? I was probably playing a phone game or something, and I heard it, and in my mind is like, that's the thing that voice says.
Yeah.
And I didn't even pick it up as a reference.
Yeah.
I was just like, there's that thing again.
Yeah.
I
thought that was cool.
I liked the, I totally forgot about the brother. Completely and utterly forgot about the brother. The main character's brother.
Oh, she has a brother?
Yeah, the tiny little dude.
Oh
with
my
blue
god!
skin.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
But I liked
had
his
the same.
episode when
Yeah,
he had like
a
a
good
little.
episode.
I think it was like a squid that he was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Friends with.
Yeah.
Yeah. That. Sorry. I obviously forgot too.
Yeah. Clearly. Yeah.
What I thought you were gonna say was the pig, because I forgot all about the pig.
Oh no, I was looking forward to the pig. I think the pig's my favorite character. I forget why the pig is the pig. The pig's the guy she was supposed to marry, right?
Yeah.
Why did he get turned into a pig?
I don't know if it's the guy or the brother of the guy, but I think mermaids turned him into a pig or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Something happened like that. I can't remember. I should have watched season 1 again.
You know. I mean, yes, you should have, I guess, because the season 2 was just like more of season 1.
Yeah.
It was so weird too. The first episode, I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be this whole season," and then it wasn't.
Mm.
The Hell episode was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was really cool. I'm glad they didn't make it just a big joke that Elfo came back. Like, of course he's going to come back. He's one of the main 3 characters.
Right.
They were like, it's going to be hard. And here
Right.
we go.
No, that's what I liked about season 1 and the first 3 episodes of this season. They literally had to go on a quest to get Elfo back.
Yeah.
It wasn't just like a dumb Family Guy joke, you know?
Right. Oh, don't get me started with that crap.
What? With Brian?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I was referencing.
Talk about not respecting your audience. Anyways.
That's like an official, like, we don't
Middle
talk about
finger?
it, but like that's an official Family Guy jump the shark, right?
I hope
like
so.
half of their audience definitely doesn't watch anymore because of that Brian shit.
I think half of their audience wasn't watching already, and that's why they did it in the first place. And because they got me, I watched it. I wanted to see the episode where the dog I hate dies. And then they brought on maybe the funniest character of the show since the beginning of the show.
The new dog?
Yeah, the Italian dog.
I don't remember liking the new dog.
He clearly didn't fit in, but I thought he was funny. He was one of the guys from The Sopranos.
Oh, okay. Do you want to know what?
What?
Do you want to know what the fuck they did? They did Death and Return of Superman.
Yeah, they
They
did.
straight up did Death and Return of Superman. They were like, "Oh, no one's watching? Oh, well, Brian the dog, everyone's favorite dog, he's fucking dead. He's dead.
He's
He
not my
died.
favorite
He's
dog."
dead now. He's dead." And then they brought him back, and they were like, "Just kidding. Now that you're watching, Brian's back."
Even Seth MacFarlane was like, "Did you idiots really think I was going to kill the dog?" And it's like, "Yeah, because you did.
Yeah,
I
because
watched
you
do
told
it."
me. Because you told me that you did kill the dog. Why would you lie to me?
Right, exactly.
The fuck are you talking about?
He literally was like, "Lol, you idiots," and it's like, "No, you're the idiot." Now, even if I was interested in your show, I'm not going to watch it again.
Do you want to know why we should have assumed he wasn't really dead? Fucking the dog is voiced by
Seth
Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah. Well,
but it made sense. It was like, oh, he wants to stop doing all these voices. There goes one.
right. And that voice is literally supposedly just his voice.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, about a better show.
Yeah.
A way better show. Did you notice that God was voiced by Phil Lamar?
Who's Phil Lamar?
He's a Futurama. He plays, oh my god. I've seen Futurama.
That's okay. Hermes?
Who is Hermes?
The Jamaican guy?
Yes, he plays Hermes.
Okay.
He is one of the, like, you know how Matt Groen, what is it? Matt Groening.
You said it closer than I could have.
I did. Now I can't remember it.
Insert when you said it the first time here.
No, I'm good. That, you know how that guy's whole thing is like, I'll use 3 actors for the whole show.
Yeah.
He's one of them. It's Billy West,
Yeah.
who voiced
Everybody,
but also like Ren and Stimpy and stuff like
Yeah.
that. He voiced the professor and
Fry and Dr.
and-
Zoidberg and Zap Brannigan.
yeah. Phil Lamar is the other one. He plays Hermes, but he also plays like a couple other roles.
Oh,
I haven't
okay.
seen Futurama in a long ass time. But he's a big voice actor. He's Samurai fucking Jack.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Phil
yeah,
Lamar
yeah.
is Samurai Jack, and he's Aquaman and like a bunch of other stuff. But he's fucking Samurai Jack. I totally forgot about that. Hey, Chris.
Yeah,
You know how you said we should watch Samurai Jack season 5, and
Yeah.
then I did, and I really liked it.
yeah,
And then you said let's watch Rocky, and I said sure, and I really liked it.
yeah.
And you said let's watch My Hero, and I watched My Hero, and it's like
And One Punch Man.
possibly one of my favorite television animes ever. And One
how
Punch
I told you to watch
Man
One
and-
Punch Man. You really liked One Punch. It's
Yeah.
almost how I've never steered you wrong with a
Yeah,
TV show.
yeah,
And
yeah.
how I've asked you to watch Breaking Bad, and you got a little hesitant, as if I have stared you wrong with a TV show before.
No, that's a good point. Counterpoint, will you please watch Little Witch Academia with me?
I never said I wouldn't.
No, I know. I just never said please watch it with me. But now
It's only like one season, right?
it is, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it's one season and 2 films, but the films are like 20. Well, the first film, 25 minutes. Second film, 47 minutes. 25 episode season.
How's about this? You give Breaking Bad a fair shake, and I'll watch a little Academia.
I feel like it's
Little Witch
my
Academia
turn. I
with-
feel like I gave
No,
everything
no.
else.
I'm saying I will watch this with you, but also we'll watch Breaking Bad with you.
Okay. No, I already said I'll give Breaking Bad a try.
All right.
I don't know why. I anticipate me not liking it, but we will see.
All right.
The end. What
I
are we
mean,
talking
go
about?
in with an open mind.
Well, yeah.
but-
Oh no, of course. No.
Yeah.
Oh no. I'm not. No, trust me. I'm not gonna go in being like, this is gonna be bad. Then I'm definitely gonna hate it.
Yeah.
And Stranger Things.
And Stranger Things. Oh my God.
But
Not
that
tooting
one,
my own horn here, but like I showed you a lot of good shows.
that one you forced me to watch. I didn't want to
you
watch that
liked
one.
it.
No, I know, but like, don't do that shit again. But like,
Well,
you
we
know.
watched it at the first Comic-Con.
Yeah, it's almost like I was trapped in a hotel room, and whatever you guys put on, I would have had to have watched. It just happened to be one of the greatest Netflix shows of all time.
Exactly.
Nope, I can't say the greatest Netflix show of all time because Little Witch Academia is a Netflix show. But he wrote a review,
Yeah, here we go.
and then he wrote some more, and then he wrote too many. It's Roger Ebert reviews.
Ooh.
Welcome to Roger Ebert. That was my slam poetry version.
I know, I
'cause
could
my,
tell.
My throat's a little welcome to Roger Ebert's Critic Corner, a podcast within a podcast. I'm your host, Anthony. Joining me today is my very special guest, Lightning, from the popular web show Thunder Lightning Gaming. Lightning.
Hi.
Lightning is currently texting. You, as you most certainly already guessed, Roger Ebert gives the Simpsons movie 3 out of 4 stars.
Really? Oh, okay. So it's all making sense. That was later in his career. Okay, it
This
fits.
was 2007.
And he died 2000. Yeah. Okay.
He
2010.
died 2013, I think we saw.
Right? Oh, okay.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not
You know
gonna
what
look that
though?
up
It
again.
was later. It was the guy lived 300 years. This was later.
No, yeah,
in
this
his
is definitely
career.
year like 297.
Yeah. So okay, that it makes sense, is what I'm saying.
The Simpsons are fairly surprised to find themselves in a movie. They can't believe, quote, anyone would pay to see what we did on TV for free, end quote.
I don't. Okay, is that something Matt Groening said? Because I think he felt very accomplished to have a movie after like 20 years of a TV
I think that's
show.
a quote from the movie.
I don't think they say that in the movie. I've seen the movie multiple times.
I watched the movie a lot as a kid too, even though I didn't, which is weird because I
They
didn't
don't
watch The
acknowledge
Simpsons.
that they're in a movie.
Quote, anyone would pay to see what we did on TV
Oh,
for
no.
free.
I think it's like, oh, I'm sorry. I think it's removed. I don't think they're talking about themselves.
Oh, okay.
Itchy and Scratchy, I think, might have a movie
Got
in
it.
that movie.
Got it.
Okay.
You're right. Can I continue?
Yeah, sorry.
But I suspect a lot of people will. Here is a feature-length version of what Time magazine, no less, called the 20th century's best television series, end quote.
I mean, they're certainly making a fair share of money off of the show. It's been out forever.
The 20th century's best television series?
I don't know what else they make now that I'm thinking about it.
No. The 20th century.
The
century we live in.
franchise. No, the franchise.
No. The
Like
way
20th
this is
Century Fox, no?
No, the way this is written, it's the 20th century, the century we live in.
Well, let's put ourselves in 2007. I think The Sopranos might have just come out, which, like up TV was the beginning of like no Sopranos, no Game of Thrones, I feel like. It was
Yeah.
just a new era of shows.
Yeah.
Let's assume that just came out. I kind of get it. Kind of.
But here's the fair. We don't have the hindsight of like Game of Thrones and Stranger
Right.
Things and all these like mega hit television shows. But like it doesn't say so far. It just says Time magazine, no less, called the 20th century's best television series.
He assumed he
You
was
are-
getting another century out of his life. That's
No.
pretty. 7 years into the new. 20. Oh, Jesus Christ. I hate how they do that. He's talking about the 1900s.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. Because we're in the 21st century.
Oh, you're right. Oh, in that case,
I'd give it to him. I'd say he's right.
okay.
The Simpsons, best television show of the 19th century.
Ever? I don't know.
I mean, 20th century. Who? Not ever, but of the 20th century,
Yeah.
I think I'd give it to him.
I don't know. I don't know about that. But that's not his words. That's Time magazine saying that. That may say more about Time magazine and the 20th century than it does about The Simpsons, but never mind. The movie is funny, sassy, and intelligent in that moronic Simpsons way. There is a plot,
That was
sort
a
of.
backwards compliment.
You mean how he called it moronic?
Yeah.
I mean, The Simpsons' whole thing is like, look at these idiots.
No, I know, but I don't know.
There is a plot, sort of, involving Homer's role in polluting lands. The story allows room for the sorts of political asides The Simpsons are famous for. Not broadsides, but side swipes. When the feds finally succeed at something in the movie, they're as surprised as everybody else. For me, oh, yes, good. Get into this. For me, the 3 biggest laughs in the movie. Oh, God, he's going to do it like. For me, the 3 biggest laughs in the movie, in parentheses, I won't spoil them, are a plug for the Fox network, a skateboarding scene inspired by Austin Powers, and a unique way to go fishing.
That's good.
Those, and so his favorite scene was the scene with Bart Simpson's dick.
Yeah.
He liked looking at Bart Simpson's kid dick. He liked it. That was his biggest laugh.
I remember when I saw that in theaters, I was shocked. Because I was a kid, and I was like, ooh, I think they broke the movie world. You can't do that.
I remember seeing that as a kid and thinking, this is stupid.
I was just shocked it happened.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? It wasn't funny. We were supposed to be shocked, you know?
Yeah.
Those and the peculiar everyday lives of the closely knit Simpsons fill in the gaps in the plot, along with the devout neighbor who, considering what Homer puts in his mailbox, is more sinned against than sinning.
I think he means people are doing sins to him more so than he does sins in his own life.
Oh, okay.
Which is, might I say, in my own humble words, I'm clearly not Ebert, but it is dumb the way he worded that, if I may say so.
Yeah. The movie set some kind of record by crediting no less than 11 writers. That he names all of them. Then he names all of them.
That's good.
That's not the usual case of endless tinkering, but an example of devotion variety says all 11 produced episodes for the TV show at one time or another. The genius of the series is that it tapped some of the best offbeat comic talent instead of setting on a TV. So now he's just talking about the series and not the movie he's set out to review. I'm not generally a fan of... Ooh, this fucker. I'm not generally a fan of movies spawn off from TV animation. The Flintstones and Ninja Turtles moved me only marginally. But there's something about The Simpsons that's radical and simple.
Wait, no, don't put down Ninja Turtles and then say radical in your next sentence. He knows what he did.
There's something about The Simpsons that's radical and simple at the same time, subversive
and mutant
and good-hearted, offensive without really meaning to be. It's a nice balancing act, and it finally settles the controversy over what state Springfield is in. Okay. And then he talks about the joke from the movie. That should be the end of his review, but he keeps going. If The Simpsons is indeed the best television series of almost 100 years, almost half of them, to be sure, without television.
Yeah,
fair
right?
Point.
That's a very fair point.
I guess I should... The first one. I guess I shouldn't be surprised to visit the Internet Movie Database and discover that the movie has been voted 166th best film of all time, 7 places above Grapes of Wrath, and 10 ahead of Gone with the Wind. Who fucking gives a shit?
Yeah, he compared again.
He literally did that. I forget what we did last time, but he did that last time. He was like, here's what IMDb says about where this movie should be in the annals of history. That's all more remarkable because it was first screened to critics on Tuesday, has had no sneak previews I've heard about. Sorry, this fucking Mortal Kombat ad is distracting me. And already has 81.4% perfect, 10 votes. Only 4.5% voted 9. That's funny, since you'd think more people would consider it really good but not great. Do you suppose somehow the ballot box got stuffed by Simpsons fans who didn't even need to see the movie to know it was a masterpiece? Dope. That's how his article ends. So once again, before you go into your psychoanalysis, didn't really review the movie.
No.
The only reviewing of the movie he said was it was funny, sassy, and intelligent, and it surprised him. It made him laugh a bit.
So, somewhere between 1999 and 2007, he took a hard dive from being extremely critical of animated or, children's movies in general to just kind of viewing everything on a much lower scale of enjoyment. Of just, hey, was it good? Did it make people laugh? And it was a good movie. Like, that's old man Ebert is what I'm understanding. And it happened somewhere between 1999, where he might even be at peak critical.
Well, 1999 is the year that the Pokemon movie
That's what
came
I'm
out,
saying.
so-
That's what I'm saying. He might be at his peak hating movies at this point. But it takes such a hard dive in less than 10 years to... He's just come to the conclusion that if the general public is enjoying it, then to some degree it must be good. If it's making money, it must be good. I'm
gonna take your time out of your day to tell you about that rather than what I thought of this movie.
Exactly.
3 out of 4.
Which he can... Which he can crap all over the movies if he wants, but at least at least give a review of the film.
Right. That's what's pissing me off more than anything as I read some of these is that, like, in theory, I want to know what you thought of the movie. And I read the whole damn thing to you just now. I don't know how he thought of the movie. It made him laugh, but it would make anybody laugh. It's a comedy.
Right. It's interesting. Everything checks out. It's Old Man Ebert, so he gave it a 3 out of 4, and he thought it was funny. He didn't really crap on it too much. He did, however, crap over 90s kids films, meaning the Flintstones.
Yeah,
and
he
Ninja
said
Turtles.
he said
90s, 80s.
He said I don't appreciate like animated television shows, their movie version, but then he listed 2 ones that were for kids and also adapted into a live-action movie.
Yeah.
So, like, not really what the Simpsons movie was going for?
No. It was just kind of a big episode of The Simpsons.
Yeah, and it was pretty good.
Yeah, I like The Simpsons movie. Another factor that gets brought into this, too, though, is I've noticed he takes it easier on children's movies that were made by
Disney.
Disney, or I mean, it's technically now Disney, but like that was 20th Century Fox.
Right.
Made the Simpsons
Point
movie.
being, it wasn't Nickelodeon or
it wasn't
Nintendo
Nick or
Pokemon Company.
Right, or the Pokemon Company. It was an established company that makes serious stuff.
Yeah.
But here's a kids movie.
Yeah. No, that makes more sense than any of the theories I have about this dude.
And that's my bit. I like putting my 2 cents in.
Do you
Even if
wanna
it's
know-
the same thing every time. It's just he's starting. I've made some jumps about this person I never met and really never read any reviews about. And so far my accusations of him, not accusations, but my assumptions of him have proven true every single time.
Yeah. But what's kind of bumming me out about this whole thing is, like, let's say a year from now we have
Emil starts making them.
What?
Emil starts making them, making reviews.
Oh, no. No, what I'm saying is, like, I'm going to use a ridiculous number. Let's say a year from now we have 3 million subscribers, okay? And this podcast is super popular. We're never going to get to talk to this guy because he's dead.
No, but we can. Emil, we're waiting.
Emil is how that name is pronounced. Just letting you know.
Right, if we want him on the channel, I'll pronounce it
Yeah,
correctly.
thank you.
Emil.
Yeah. Well, listen, take it from the McElroy brothers. If you want to be in a DreamWorks movie, you can't shit on the Minions. Or yes, you can, because that's Illumination. But you get what I mean.
Yeah.
I want to do something,
Okay.
but it's gonna take a second.
Oh man,
Um,
that means I'm on the spot. I have to talk. Oh man.
you got it.
What was this one about? Oh, Disenchantment. My favorite Matt G movie is show is Futurama. Billy West did an incredible job with all the many different voices. Are you ready? Okay.
Also, they not for nothing, they had to fucking like create a new scientific theory for that show. Do you remember that?
No.
There was an episode where they their heads were being replaced, I think it was.
Okay.
And they had to create and patent a new scientific theory in order for it to allowed to be in the show.
Wow.
About what would happen if your head swapped or whatever. I don't necessarily remember the the episode. I don't think I
Yeah.
ever watched it, but I remember hearing that, and I was like, damn. So
Wow.
they had like actual scientists on that show. Like I can only imagine Rick and Morty does as well.
Right.
Here's what I want to do.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about this for a bit, and I think randomly, like I always do, I found a good competitor for this. I want to do another Ebert's Critic Corner,
Okay.
but I don't want to tell you what the movie is.
Ooh, that's exciting.
I'm gonna blank. Every time something that would reveal what it is, I'm gonna say blank. Okay. And I want to see. I'm gonna read the whole thing. I want you jump in when you
Do
think.
you know if this is a movie I've seen?
I know, in fact, it is a movie you've seen.
Okay. That's all I need.
I'm not gonna give you the year. That'll spoil it.
Okay.
I'll give you the stars.
Okay. Ooh, okay.
So
I'd be surprised if that didn't spoil it.
2 out of 4 stars.
All right. That could mean a variety of things.
So this might take me a second because I'm gonna have to cut stuff out.
Sure.
The blank series is finally losing its legs. It's been a long run, one hit movie after another, but blank is a last gasp. A film so predictable that viewing it is like watching one of those old sitcoms where the characters never change and the same situations turn up
Star
again and
Wars.
again. Nope. Even actor name or actress name.
Toy Story.
Nope. Even actor or actress name seems to be getting tired of the series. This might spoil it a bit. As the writer and director, as well as the star,
Writer, director, and star.
they, it's not gonna make sense because I'm gonna change like gender to they, so not to spoil it. They puts themselves through the same old paces.
One of the Rocky movies? Yes.
Yes.
All right.
I'm not gonna read the plot. I'm gonna skip that part because
What? Is it Stallone? Is it the 6th installment?
it's not the 6th one. Hang on, no more
Okay,
guesses until you're certain. I have to skip the plot though,
Okay.
because that'll give it away,
Right.
obviously. And I'm still gonna do the whole blank thing. It's tempting to forget how good the
Okay.
original blank was back in 1976.
But I already know what it is.
Fine. It's tempting to forget how good the original Rocky was back in 1976. It was a fresh, wonderful film, and we met some real people, quirky, lovable characters on the way to the final fight scene. Rocky Balboa had a distinctive way of expressing himself, a love of character, colorful language that set him apart from the cliche of his character. The people around him were genuine origins. The next couple, not going to spoil how many, but the next couple Rocky pictures lost some of those qualities, but were still superior entertainments. Maybe it was inevitable that Rocky himself came to dominate his movies while the others were reduced to perfunctory walk-ons. Not sure what that means. Anthony's not sure what that means. Maybe Rocky's opponent has grown more and more bizarre as the humans... Nope, that's a spoiler. Maybe Rocky's opponents have had to grow more and more bizarre, period, as far as you're concerned. Even the colorful dialogue is missing this time around, replaced with endless, unnecessary songs on the soundtrack half the time.
Okay,
we seem to
I'm
be watching
I'm
MTV.
Certain. I'm certain. Here's the thing: I disagree with him wholeheartedly.
Yeah, you don't think...
But
say it.
This is for Rocky 4.
Yeah.
And I disagree with him wholeheartedly.
You're right. You're one of the people who likes Rocky 4.
It's easily Rocky 2 and Rocky 4 are the two best Rocky movies.
I was so bored with Rocky 4.
I know you were.
Rocky 4 has many moments that are not believable. My favorite is the moment... This is him, not me. My favorite is the moment when Rocky faces... how do you pronounce this? Drago? We've established...
Drogo, one of the two.
I want to say Drago,
Okay.
just because it's in the middle of Drago and Drogo. My favorite is the moment when Rocky faces Drago in the ring in Moscow, and all the Russian crowd starts chanting Rocky. Sure, you bet. My next favorite moment is when Drago demonstrates that he has 4 times punching strength and glove velocity than any fighter who has ever lived. By my reckoning, and considering how violent a heavyweight punch is anyway, that should be enough to decapitate Rocky.
Yeah, I mean, that's something I told you when the movie started. Like, they showed how much, like, pound per... You know, they showed how much his swing hits for, and I was like, that would be like if somebody threw a motorcycle at you, Anthony.
The third The third most awkward moment is a grotesque exhibition match between Drago and Apollo Creed, who meet on a Las Vegas stage where Creed's warm-up consists of an appearance with soul singer James Brown. This single scene sets some kind of record. It represents almost everything that the original 1976 Rocky Balboa would have found repellent. Drago makes more of a James Bond villain than a Rocky-style character. That's an interesting point. I would agree with that. How all James Bond villains are like a little bit science fiction. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I mean, I'd agree with that, but I think that's something Stallone in the 80s was going for.
He's tall, blonde, taciturn, and hateful. He lets his wife do almost all of the talking on his behalf, and yet, interestingly, he and his wife do not have a single intimate scene together. Their most personal moments seem to occur at a press conference. Why couldn't A, Drago do his own talking, or B, Drago not require his wife in this movie? Could the answer be that Bridget Nielsen is Stallone's girlfriend? Probably. Rocky 4 is the most... Rocky 4 is movie making by the numbers. Even the climactic fight scene isn't as exciting as it should be, maybe because we know with a certainty born of long experience how it will turn out. Stallone says this will be the last Rocky movie. He should have taken Rocky Marciano as an example and retired undefeated. I'm assuming that's a real boxer.
Yeah.
This is the one part I disagree with Ebert so far in terms of this movie, because that's the only thing I liked about Rocky 4 is that you don't know if if Rocky's going to be able to win or not.
Yeah,
I talk about that in the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure video.
Well, no, that's one thing. I was going to say that too. That's one thing he clearly hasn't seen all the Rocky films, because sometimes Rocky doesn't win.
But you know he has, because he's fucking Roger Ebert.
Yeah. And we've done a review of Rocky 1. He's just wrong. I mean, that's just like false. That is untrue.
Yeah,
we know
that
for
last
a
part
fact,
is literally false.
we know, like, screw his opinion, that's false.
Right.
We know Rocky can and will lose on occasion.
Yeah, and loses like 2 or 3, 4 or 5 times around.
And considering
in the
their
series.
movies, that's a lot of times.
Yeah. Yeah, considering it's 7 movies and 2 of them aren't about him.
Right,
no,
exactly.
8 movies, 2 of them aren't about him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bunch.
Yeah, it's a lot of movies and a lot of losses for those movies. Yeah, I mean, whatever. I liked Rocky 4. I'm not gonna sit here and go over my thoughts on Rocky 4, but that was fun. I had fun trying to guess.
That's my question. Yeah. So would you do that again?
I'd do that. I might not get it. I think the goal should be get it before the end of the review, and if I don't get it by the end, I lose. You tell me what the movie is.
I'll try to pick a harder one next time then.
Oh yeah. I mean, that was difficult. The one sentence that gave it away was
writer, director,
and star.
Yeah, I almost
because that narrowed it down.
I
Before that, I had no clue.
Yeah, because it ended up being better than I thought it would for this game, because he didn't like it and he talked about how bad it was right up front. But like, by all stretch of the imagination, Rocky 4 should be a good movie, and most people really like it.
In the public eye, it is a good movie.
No, that's what I just I just said. Most people like it.
Yeah.
I didn't like it.
Apparently he didn't like it.
Apparently he didn't like it either.
Oh.
Wow, really? Sorry. Just like a super loud radio went by. That happened last night at like 5 in the morning. Anyways, or I guess this morning at 5 in the morning. It was just boring.
Okay.
It was just like I thought it was dumb that Apollo Creed died, not because he's my favorite character and I'm like biased. It's just like, I guess there's a problem I have with boxing as a whole, where it's just like, maybe if people are dying, you should like do some tests or something. And hey, if they did do some tests, they would have found crazy science fiction steroids in Dolph Lundgren's character.
I just think it's a period piece. I think it speaks for the times of the 80s. It's ridiculous, but that's what the 80s were.
It's interesting that he didn't like it back then when it came out, because I don't like it now, but it seems like maybe I would have if I watched it when it came out.
Yeah.
But he did watch it when it came out, and he also didn't like it, so...
Oh, I think he was still in his grumpy old man phase.
I'm confused now. So
I'm sorry. he's been doing this realistically. I know I joke about his age, but he's been doing this since like the 60s, right?
Yeah.
By the time this movie came out, it's the 80s. He's at least late middle-aged man, and I think that's when he was the most stubborn. The late 80s to 90s.
So you're saying the arc of Roger Ebert is like budding new movie reviewer,
yeah,
and then slowly turning into curmudgeon, and then there's like senile Ebert.
He did that in quotes.
Quote unquote senile Ebert, who's like watched Rugrats Go Wild for some reason.
Yeah.
And thought that would be an interesting.
Yeah.
And talked about how he could smell the movie.
No, but yeah, that's the thing. I think there's arcs to his work. I think the last one is definitely the most easygoing on movies. I think the mid 80s to 90s are the most difficult. Difficult as in he's very stubborn about what's good and what's bad. But yeah, that's we're figuring it out. We're putting the pieces together here on Cinematic Relief.
That being said, Disenchantment Season 2, in my opinion,
Yeah.
not as good as Season 1. Still
Okay.
good. Still good.
I
Not
can,
as-
I
not
can
as
get
good as
behind you
season
on
1.
that. Yeah, it was good. 4 out of 4.
4 out of 4. Well, if I'm going by Roger Ebert, I think I'd give it a 3 out of 4.
Okay.
It was good, but not.
No, can we not it? Can we, you know what? Can we not with this scale? I know I did it, but like it's dumb. You just said 3 out of 4 and I was like, well, that leaves a lot of room for suggestion.
I believe it was the Paul episode where you said do a review out of 10, and I said, do you want it out of 4 like Ebert? And you said, I always want it out of 4 like Ebert. So is this you telling me that I can do it out of 10?
Oh, please.
Okay.
That's how it should be done.
Then I'd say a solid 7 out of 10.
Ooh, see, I understand more of how much you liked that show by you doing it out of 10 as opposed to 3 out of 4.
Because I'd say season 1 was a solid 8.5.
Okay.
And I'd say season 2 was, like I said, still good, not as good. So there's that.
All right.
Anyways, what would you give it out of 10?
Out of 10, I'd give so I need to see season 1 again. So I'm not going to do season 1.
Oh yeah, whatever.
I think I'm with you. I'd give it a 7.5.
I think I should watch season 1 again as well, cuz I think I liked it a lot cuz I was shocked. Like I just watched it cuz I was like, "Oh, I'll watch it." And then it was really good. So maybe it's not as good as I remember. I don't know. I think
Yeah.
I'm going to give it another watch too.
All right.
Cuz I was gonna, but I was like, "Oh, whatever." You know, as soon as I opened Netflix, it started playing season 2, so I was like, "Ah, fuck it." But yeah, that'll do it for us.
Yeah, I think that's it. That's been Disenchantment and many other things.
And until next time, I've been Thunder,
And I'm Lightning.
and we'll see. I keep doing that. And until next time, we'll see you next time. It's not how people talk. Chris, I meant to talk about the music.
All right.
Of
we'll just turn it
Disenchantment.
back on.
I did.
Oh, all right. That's
The-
exactly what I just said off mic.
Yeah. Do you know who did the music?
No.
It was Mark Mothersbaugh, who did fucking Rugrats and Thor Ragnarok in the first
Oh.
3 Crash Bandicoot games.
Cool. Very cool.
The music was good.
Yeah, it was.
I think it's the same theme song from season 1, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I just don't remember it being that good. It was really good. Mark Mothersbaugh is great.
Yeah, you did a good job.
That's it.
All right. We'll do an end. We'll do a good ending this time.
All right.
You go ahead.
I'm Lightning. Fuck.